Yo, what's up, trainers? Welcome back to Game Yatri. Today, we are mastering the most complex mechanic in Pokemon Go, Fusion. If you've ever wanted to turn your legendaries into absolute raid monsters, you are in the right place. But listen, do not skip any part of this video. I'm going to show you the exact mistakes that cause trainers to waste thousands of energy. If you miss one step, you could lose a rare location background or waste an elite TM. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to Game Yatri right now so you don't miss any future masterclasses. Let's get into it. The Fusion Mechanics. Before we fuse, let's talk about the resources. You need 1,000 energy and 30 candies. The only way to get this is by defeating the fused forms in raids. If you're enjoying this deep dive, subscribe to Game Yatri for more raid guides. Now, here is the rule you cannot skip. Fusion is permanent until you hit the separate button. But, and I cannot stress this enough, if you separate them, you lose all your energy. You will have to pay the full 1,000 energy to fuse again. Don't skip the planning phase. Check your energy stash before you start.
Now, trainers, pay close attention. Do not skip this part, because this is where the magic happens. I have been waiting for this moment. This right here is the crown jewel of my collection. A shiny Necrozma with 14, 14, 15 IVs. It's not just a legendary, it's a masterpiece. And we are about to take this power to a level most trainers haven't even dreamed of. We're going for the Duskmane transformation. Now, watch this list. I have multiple Solgaleo in my storage, because the partner is only fuel. It is merely the battery for our Necrozma. I'm selecting this low IV Solgaleo as the sacrifice. Ready? Let's do it. Oh, look at that transformation. The colors, the aura, the sheer scale of Duskmane Necrozma is unmatched in Pokemon Go. It's not just a design change, it's a complete upgrade. And look at the summary screen. There it is. The stats remain 14, 14, 15. The shiny status is immortalized. And the best part? We didn't waste a single elite TM. Sun Steel Strike, the most powerful steel-type move in the game, is right there, hard-coded into our fusion. This is the definition of a Game Yatri level powerhouse. If this visual alone didn't convince you to start your fusion grind, I don't know what will. Make sure you're subscribed to Game Yatri for the next chapter, where we break down the Kyurem dilemma. You do not want to miss those tips.
Trainers, if you thought the shiny fusion was cool, do not blink. You are looking at the pinnacle of Pokemon Go. This right here is my Hundo, a perfect 15-15-15 Necrozma. It doesn't get better than this. No points are missing, no stats are wasted. This is pure, raw power. And today, we are turning it into the ultimate Ghost-type menace, Dawn Wings Necrozma. I'm choosing this low IV Lunala as the fuel because I want to conserve my resources. We are letting our Hundo Necrozma do all the heavy lifting. Ready to see perfection? Let's fuse. Oh, the power. Look at the design, the ethereal glow, the wings, the pure intimidation factor. This isn't just a Pokemon, it's a raid boss killer. And look at the summary screen. Check the appraisal, 15, 15, 15. Perfect stats inherited perfectly from our base Necrozma. And there it is, Moongeist Beam. It's locked in, ready to tear through any raid boss, and we didn't spend a single elite TM to get it. This is why you choose your base wisely. If this Hundo reveal earned a like, smash that subscribe button to Game Yatri right now. We still have the Kyurem Masterclass coming up. You do not want to miss those tips, so make sure you're following along.
Trainers, we've done the shinies and we've done the Hundo. Now let's talk about efficiency. This right here is a lucky Kyurem. Notice the gold background and the lucky dex entry? This isn't just about the stats, it's about the Stardust. Fusing a lucky base means powering up your black Kyurem is going to be significantly cheaper. For you grinders out there, this is the ultimate way to build an elite level raid team without breaking the bank. Now pay attention, do not skip this.
See how I'm choosing this Reshiram? It doesn't have a background and its IVs are low. That is exactly what you want. The partner is Fuel. Do not use your high IV or background Reshiram here because those traits will be deleted. You're watching a master at work. We are keeping our rare resources safe while building a monster. We're about to unlock Free Shock. If you're loving these deep dive tutorials, look at that. Black Kyurem is officially live. The lucky status is preserved and the fusion is complete. Let's check the summary screen. There it is, 13, 12, 14, complete with its signature move, Ice Burn. We have created a powerhouse that is ready for the Master League and ready to crush any raid boss. This is how you optimize your collection. If this helped you decide how to fuse your legendaries, smash that subscribe button to Game Yatri. I want to see your fusion builds in the comments. We've got one more to go. Stay tuned as we round out this masterclass. The shiny white Kyurem transformation. Trainers, we've covered the powerhouses, but now we're finishing with the ultimate trophy. This is my shiny Kyurem. It's sitting at 1968 CP with 8, 12, 14 IVs. In Pokemon Go, half the fun is the flex, and a shiny white Kyurem is one of the rarest sights in the game. Now, stay focused. Do not skip this. As always, I am picking a low IV Zekrom as the fuel for this fusion. We are keeping our best Zekroms safe. By using a basic Zekrom here, I am maintaining my collection's value while upgrading my shiny Kyurem to its ultimate form. If you're loving these pro tips, make sure you're subscribed to Game Yatri. We're committed to helping you build the best roster possible without throwing away your rare Pokemon. 1,000 energy, 30 candies. The ritual is the same. Let's fuse. Ah, look at that. The fusion is complete. The shiny sparkle is still there, and the legendary presence of white Kyurem is undeniable. Let's check that summary screen. There it is, shiny white Kyurem, lucky and sporting the signature move Free Shock. It's a work of art. We've now seen how to handle high IV bases, lucky bases, and shiny bases. Whether you're playing for the stats or the collection, you now have the blueprint.
The special effect and signature move, unleashing Sunsteel Strike. Trainers, we've talked about the stats and the fusion process, but now we're talking about the true power of a fused Pokemon, the signature move. Look at my Duskmane Necrozma here. We have Sunsteel Strike locked in. You'll notice the cost to unlock a second move or power this up is substantial, 3,000 Stardust and 3 candies per power-up. But that is a small price to pay for the damage output we're about to see. Watch the charge attack button. Look at that. The animation for Sunsteel Strike is absolutely gorgeous. It's not just a move, it's a full-screen cinematic event. It hits like a freight train, and because we didn't waste any resources during the fusion process, we have the full power of that 14-14-15 base behind it. A lot of you asked if this move is worth the investment. The answer is a massive yes. You don't need an elite TM, you don't need to hunt for special items. It is integrated into the fusion. But remember, this move is exclusive to the fused form. If you separate your Necrozma, this move disappears. Do not skip this warning. If you want to keep this power, keep them fused. The visual effects, the raw DPS, the presence. This is why we grind the raids. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the signature moves and how they change the game, subscribe to Game Yatri right now. We are going to be covering every single signature move update as the game evolves. Necrozma and Lunala Buddy. Trainers, we have our Hundo 15-15-15 Dawn Wings Necrozma, but it's not truly complete until it's walking by your side. Watch this. I'm giving it a puffin and we're heading out to the map.
Look at this. This is the flex. When you walk with Dawnwing's Necrozma, the entire atmosphere changes. That white circle aura under your feet, the ghostly, ethereal movement, it is honestly one of the coolest animations in the entire game. It's not just a Pokémon, it's a legendary presence that literally follows you everywhere. And look at the Moongeist beam effect trailing behind it. It looks absolutely legendary. If you're a collector, you know this is the ultimate in-game.
The Frostfire Titan, White Kyurem. Trainers, it is time to showcase the crown jewel of the Kyurem fusions. I've just fed my White Kyurem a puffin to get it into that excited state. Do not skip this part. When they are excited, the aura becomes significantly more intense. Look at this. This is a swirling vortex of extreme cold and raging fire energy. It's like the Pokémon is literally tearing through the map's environment as it follows you. If you're a collector, this is the GOAT status you've been grinding for. It's an absolute monster. If you're loving these cinematic aura showcases, make sure you're subscribed to Game Yatri right now. We are committed to making you the best trainer in your community. Are you building a White Kyurem for your raid team? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Game Yatri.
The Ultimate Evolution, Mega Mewtwo X. Trainers, we've covered fusions, but now we're reaching into the history books for the most iconic transformation in the game. I have over 50 Mewtwo's in my collection, but only one is worthy of this honor. Look at this, a perfect 15-15-15 Hundo with the legendary location background. Today, we aren't just evolving, we are awakening a god. We are going to Mega Evolve this legend into Mega Mewtwo X. Do not skip this part. Look at the sheer intensity. Mega Mewtwo X is an absolute beast. It doesn't just look different, it exudes power. If you're a fan of the fighting type playstyle, this is the pinnacle. If this transformation gave you chills, subscribe to Game Yatri. We are dropping the guide for Mega Mewtwo Y next. The Ultimate Psychic Awakened, Mega Mewtwo Y. Trainers, choosing the perfect candidate for Mega Mewtwo Y is one of the toughest decisions a trainer can make. I have over 50 Mewtwo's in my storage, and for the Y form, I wanted something that screams legendary. I've decided to go with this shiny Mewtwo. At 14, 15, 13, it's not just a powerhouse, it's a flex. But before we evolve, we have to do the work. Do not skip this part. If you want that 5,000 plus CP threshold, you have to invest the resources. This is the commitment. I'm pouring in thousands of Stardust and piles of Mewtwo candy. It's a huge investment, but watch the CP climb. 3,500, 3,700. And there it is, 3,821 CP. We are ready. If you're enjoying the grind and these deep dive tutorials, smash that subscribe button to Game Yatri right now. We've put in the work. We've spent the dust. Now we witness the peak of psychic type power. Let's evolve. Look at that, 5,885 CP. That is pure, raw, legendary power. The shiny aesthetic combined with that massive CP number makes this the centerpiece of my entire account. It's an absolute monster for any raid boss. If seeing a 5,885 CP Mega Mewtwo Y didn't convince you to start your grind, I don't know what will. Make sure you're subscribed to Game Yatri so you don't miss our next meta-analysis.
Trainers, we have one final masterpiece to showcase today. If you thought the Mewtwo's were intense, wait until you see this. This is my shiny lucky Gengar, a true ghost-type icon. It's sitting at 2460 CP, and because it's a lucky Pokémon, the cost to power it up is already discounted. But we aren't just here to look at it, we're here to unleash its ultimate form. Now pay attention, do not skip this. Mega Evolving Gengar costs 200 Mega Energy, and the payoff is immediate. Gengar's Mega form is widely considered one of the coolest designs in the entire game. The pure white spectral aura, it's unmatched. Oh, look at that. The white form, the shadow energy, the raw intimidation, this is the greatest ghost-type look in existence. 3,812 CP of pure spectral destruction. It is fast, it hits like a truck, and it looks like a nightmare. This is exactly why we grind the Mega Energy raids. And look at how it walks. It doesn't just float, it dominates the map. If this shiny Mega Gengar showcase didn't convince you to start your Mega Grind, I don't know what will. Don't forget to subscribe to Game Yatri Trainers. We've seen the rare shinies. We're looking at a perfectionist's absolute dream. This isn't just a Hundo 15-15-15 Gengar. It is a max height XL beast. When you have perfect stats combined with that massive XL physical height, it's not just a Pokemon. It's the ultimate collector's trophy. And today we are pushing it to the absolute limit. Now, it's time to unleash the Phantom. Oh, look at that. The shadow energy, the raw intimidation, this is the greatest ghost-type look in existence. If you're a perfectionist like me, and you love seeing those perfect red appraisal bars, smash that subscribe button to Game Yatri right now. The Hundo Mega Gengar is the highest DPS ghost-type attacker you can physically build in this game. I've spent months hunting for this perfect 15-15-15 stat line, and that brings us to the end of our massive 15-minute journey today. We have covered an incredible amount of ground, from the strategic fusions of our Hundo Necrozma and the elemental auras of the Kyurem duo, to the game-breaking power of the Mega Mewtwo's and this final Hundo XL Gengar. We have built an absolute army today. If this masterclass helped you save your rare candies, optimize your Stardust, or gave you the blueprint to build your own dream team, show some love and smash that subscribe button to Game Yatri right now. Your support is what allows me to keep digging into the meta and bringing these guides to life. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these monsters are you adding to your team next? I read every single comment, and I want to see your progress. Keep grinding, stay lucky, and I'll see you all out there in the next raid.